So at J&A, this is your only chance to be able to be heard in front of the council, well, half the council. You don't get the whole council doesn't get to hear public hearing unless they open it up for public hearing at the council. Back when we were on council, we had what was called a committee of the whole. You had your 3 standing committees. Those standing committees listened to the public. They sent their recommendations to the committee of the whole. So there was 3 the week before council. The Tuesday before the council meeting, the committee of the whole got together, which was the entire council. It was another chance for a public hearing for the entire council to hear, instead of just one half of the council hearing. Okay? And they took that away. I'm going, what? Anyway. So then, but they did say, well, we can create an ordinance that allows, or a rule that allows for us to have open for public hearing at the city council. How many times that happens between them and council? Once. Okay, so guess what? We made a motion to open up a public hearing at the council meeting when this was brought up for the first time. Was there even a second? There wasn't even a second. Public was not able to be heard. Anyway, we can change that next Tuesday. Okay, so if we come in mass and show up, sign up, if you want to speak to this issue, you can speak to it. Basically, all you have to do is say, read the letter from Will. Walk away.
That's right. Just hold it up and say ditto.
Okay, any questions on September 30th? J&A, public hearings? August 30th, I apologize. 6 o'clock, council chambers. Come early. And more than likely, it'll be one of the first things that they'll do. And guess what? There'll be all kinds of other council meetings.
It's the first item on the agenda.
It is? Okay, thank you. Oh, by the way, did the legislation come down today with the new revamped wording of what they're going to present? Okay, so Chris, that needs to get on the website. Did you look that up yet, Sharon? The new revised ordinance that they're going to present next week for.
I do have that, and all they basically did was take out 4 feet. They redefined what persons were being affected. It's still going to be subject to lawsuit if they pass it.
Oh, yeah.
I read Will's letter, and it's not going to pass muster. If they pass that, if they're determined to pass that, they pass that, it will be, it's not going to stand a lawsuit.
Is 4 feet in this version or out? That's what's confusing.
It's in this version. So that means it's not targeting the pastors, it's just targeting professional counselors.
Okay, so 4 feet is now in.
It's now in, so that means it brings down, it's not going to be targeting people who don't get paid, like
Okay,
a
but if
pastor.
you're a teacher, you're getting a paycheck, but you let Johnny into the girls' room, or you don't let Johnny into the girls' room, is that for a fee?
So it's counseling youth to try to get them to change their mind about being transgender.
I understand.
Yeah,
I don't have for teachers. That's the issue with, because obviously it's teachers.
There is one thing in the will letter that you wrote, and it might answer your question. And it says, whether you get paid or not, does not mean that you do not have freedom of speech.
Right.
It's irrelevant. There is no classes of people for freedom of speech, period, done. So, does that kind of answer your question? When you read the will letter, it might help you out too. Yeah. But
Is it too late to get on the board to speak? In other words, if you send a letter in, they usually put you on the agenda to speak on a particular
you can sign
time.
up that night, right? You can walk in.
Yeah, you just go ahead and sign up that night.
It's
When
later
you walk in that night to J&A, you can sign up that night to be speaking. And when you call up your name, you come up and speak. 3 minutes per person, 15 minutes per side.
Yeah.
Rebuttal. 3 minutes rebuttal.
Yeah, I think it's 3 minutes.
3 minutes rebuttal.
So that will limit how many people can speak if they all take 3 minutes. And so if you want to have the maximum amount of people speak, you should maybe have somebody speak for 30 seconds, because there's only 15 minutes, we actually time, there's only 50, so if you're opposing the ban on conversion therapy, that your side has 15 minutes to speak. So maybe if you're going to say something, say it in 20 seconds so you allow other people to speak.
Read the letter from Will.
Yeah.
Okay, now the other thing is too, are you on J&amp by chance? Okay, they can also extend the time by motion and second and approval by the majority of the community. They can extend the time if they want to, but they can also not either. So, we got possibilities. The other thing that might happen is that if you know this could take some more people to get this coordinated, is that if everybody who wanted to speak if everybody knew what one person was going to say, somebody else said something else, somebody else said something else, that way it's new information for each speaker, so somebody's not repeating somebody else. Or if you are going to say the same thing that somebody else said, you say, I don't need to go. You just turn over your time and let somebody else speak, right? Makes sense? Okay, any questions on that? Next Tuesday, the 30th at 6 o'clock, council chambers.